What's up, YouTube? I know it's been a little while since I made a video, and on a few of the other videos I did mention something about the side-by-side on the MPC live and the Toraiz. You know, I had mentioned that you can't even really compare these too much, but I still was gonna do something just, you know, so whoever has a Toraiz, or just so people can see what I'm talking about when I mean that the workflow on the MPC is more difficult, but that it does do a lot more than the Toraiz. So what I decided to do is just sit them right here side by side, and let's say, like, in order for me to, because I've been trying to think of how am I going to compare them, for the simple fact is just they're two totally different units, the way it's being used and everything. But I thought maybe the best way is to go ahead and start from scratch, zero, blanked out, nothing on none of them. So here it is. I mean, here we have the MPC Live all blanked out, and we have the Toraiz. If I were to make, let's say, some kicks, loops, or beats, or whatever you want to say, well, then I would have to come here on the Toraiz and hit, you know, hit one of the blank spots right here. There's nothing loaded. Browse and then search for my track. I mean, for my kick or whatever I'm gonna load. So I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and load a kick, and I'm not gonna take forever, so I'm gonna load the first thing I find. So there it is, a kick. Right? So now I'm gonna come over here and load a kick. Go to samples, browse samples, samples, and look for wherever you want to go. So I'm gonna load the same. I'm gonna try to load the exact same kicks and everything, so that way, you know, it's easier to compare. So I just scroll down, and you can do this, a button saver. You don't have to be scrolling so much, because I got like 2 terabytes of stuff in here. Kick, there it is. This one's low. Raise the volume up a little bit. And then just tap. When it's green or when it's lit up, that's when it's gonna load. If you leave it like that, it won't load onto the pad, but it'll load a sample up on your spool, so you can have something ready. There it is. Kick, kick. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead on this one, and we're gonna load a hi-hat. Hit the pad. There it is. Come back over here and load a hi-hat. And you know, I'm not gonna load, I just want to show a few things. I'm not trying to make it all long. There's a hi-hat. Over here we're gonna go ahead. See, so far they're pretty easy, both of them. They're pretty much, you know, you see the MPC Live, and it's not like, oh, I gotta go back and forward and on. Not yet. Hit that snare. And then go back here. Snare. Same thing. And what we're gonna do with this last one? Well, let's do that one. Go back up. That's all we're gonna do. We ain't gonna load too much. So far so good, right? Okay, now we exit off of all that, leave it just plain. Do the same thing over here. Just leave it plain. All I had to do is this. Okay. So we want to start hitting kicks. You can easily do this, right? On a Toraiz. On this one, you can do it as well. It has a sequencer right here. See? Easy. So we have all 4 of them here. Right? We just got 1 bar though. 1 bar. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead. Okay, we had 1 bar. I'm gonna put all 4 bars. And on the Toraiz, of course, when you hit 1, it'll all go there. On this one, if you use the sequencer, there's different ways of doing it here. You got the sequencer, which is that one, the one I just loaded up. You have this, which is the grid, what you find like in dolls and stuff, the whole grid right here where you see the whole thing all at once. And you could tap it. you know, you could tap it. So right now, what I did was just to make it, you know, I barely use this the sequencer part right here. So I had, you know, I had to look at it again because I forget how to use it, but I already got it back in there. So what it is you go back and on your bars right here, this is where you're gonna see it has a bar here. It says bar, plus and minus. You load your first 4, and that would be 1 bar. Then you hit plus, it goes to your second bar. Then you third bar, fourth bar, right? 4 bars. So that's how you this right here, these 4 buttons right here, they change your bar, is the same thing as this right here. That's a good comparison because it's almost, you know, the same thing. So okay, let's say I wanted to go first, second, third bar. On the third bar, I'm gonna take it out and I'm just gonna go like dun 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 dun, and then leave the fourth one regular. So it's gonna go. Take the MIDI out because it's making this one start too. All right. On this one, I do the same thing, but then I can go here on bar 3. See, I switch. There's bar 1, bar 2, and bar 3, and I hit it right there. Same thing. So far, easy, both of them. No big deal. And that was just the kick. But now we're gonna go with the hi-hat. Right? Go here. Now we're gonna deal with the hi-hat. So we go to bar 1. Hit 3, 7, 11, 15. 3, 7, 11, 15. Oops, that was on the 4th one. But I'm going to do it to all of them. So 3, 7, 11, 15. 3, 7, 11, 15. There it is. And then here, same thing. So that's and this is all I'm going to do as far as using the sequencer in here. Then I wanna like try it a different way. Okay? Same thing. Same thing. So we got that. Now we're gonna try to do it at recording. Same thing, recording. How do you do it? Hit record. Throw that in. Okay, now do it over here. On this one, you hit overdub, because if you hit record, it's going to erase what's there already. Well, all the kicks and everything is going to erase it. So I'll hit overdub and the play start. So you can start from the beginning. If you hit just play alone, it'll start from wherever it left off. It'll continue from wherever it left off. Like right now, it's left off toward the end. So I'm going to hit this. But before I start, I want to make sure. Okay, that's the one. Here goes. Same thing, right? So far. And here, we don't have any more options. Either you play it out, or use the sequencer. Those are the only 2 ways to actually put something here. On this one, you have actually 3 ways. The 2 that are exactly almost like this, and then this last one here is what shows you the whole the whole grid, like, you know, like the workstations, like the dolls. So you have the whole grid here, and here you will see everything. You'll see all your kicks marked. See, they highlight. There goes your hi-hat, and there goes your snare. Now we got this one, and you can play it out just like this. You can use the sequencer, or you can just use this right here where we're at right here, which you probably can't. You can't do it on this one, not even with the update they made, because I know, you know, they did that update about the sequence box. Let me look at it real quick just to make sure. I don't want to get ahead. See, right now you can't really tab on nothing here. So this part is pretty much is what we're looking at over here. You know, the sequence, but where you see all the bars and you can check your sequence and everything. But you can't really do anything in there. You can't tap anything in there or mark anything. See? But on this one, let's say on this one, what you can do is, let's say, let me go back to the beginning right here, okay. Pad 4, I can go like, you hit the pencil right here. It has a pencil, an eraser. It has the how do you call it? Like, so you can mark it, like the grid marker or whatever. And then you have the magnifying glass. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use the pencil so I can just fill in. What if I do that? See, you go hit those two. I'm gonna hit right here, two right here, two right here. Hit the magnifying glass, scroll to the side. Two right here, two right here, two right here. Hit the magnifying glass, scroll to the side. Two right here, two right here, two right here. Scroll. And if you make a mistake, you hit the eraser and you know, just erase it. And you got something else. I'm going to show you in a minute. Let me finish here. That's it. 4 bars. See right there, I just made a mistake. So I erase it. Hit it back. Okay, so now what do we got? In this case, and this one I can't do the same thing, so I gotta go. I gotta do that. Or I can just play it. Okay. Okay, so now the next, and that's all in one pattern. It's all on the first pattern, right? Now what if I wanted to do pattern 2? I have nothing in pattern 2, right? So if I want to do pattern 2, over here would be sequence. You scroll on your sequence. It says sequence right here. It says track and it says program. Your sequence is basically like switching your patterns. Like on this, okay, it's I'm gonna say it's on sequence 1, which is pattern 1. Same thing, pattern 1. Now I'm gonna go to sequence 2, and I'm gonna go over here to pattern 2. There's nothing here, it's empty. And it's empty over here. Now we have choices here. You can, let's say if I wanted to copy what's on pattern 1 to pattern 2, you know, on the Toraiz, all you gotta do is go into the pattern section here and copy that number 1 to number 2, and you got it, right? On here, you hit this pencil on the side, hit sequence, do it, cancel, so you can get out, and now you got it on 2 too. Now you're supposed to have it on 1 and 2. So you go here, that's number 1, and number 2, which I made a mistake, hold on. Alright, so, and the good part of this, I did mess it up, guys. I'm sorry about that. I messed it up. I copied it to the wrong space, and I copied a blank. It's like copying a blank pattern to the one that had something, and now it's blank. But on this, on the MPC Live, you can afford to make those mistakes. On this, you can't. And I'm going to tell you why you could afford to make those. Because I hit undo, and look. It goes right back to everything. Look at that. Like, if I make a mistake over here, I'm screwed, man. I'm like, damn, all that work, and I just erased it. Now, over here, you got a lot of undos, man. You can go back quite a bit. You can go back. Okay, so we're back there, and this time I'm gonna make sure I do this right. I'm gonna copy the sequence, and I'm gonna copy to sequence 2. Now it's correct. So now we got pattern 1, pattern 2, identical. Pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 1, scroll, pattern 2. Okay, we got the patterns. What else can I compare here? Scene. Program pretty much is more like the scene. Yeah, I gotta still keep finding ways to compare this. I'm gonna save this for part 2 because this is gonna be a long one, and the next one I want to show with the plugins. But so far, this is what I got.